Jeffrey, could you just talk a little bit about the feeling of kind of just getting through it, breaking through it, getting that win?
Oh, man, it was great, man. Like I said before, man, anytime you could be together with your brothers, man, you go hard every day, every week, all year. You finally get that victory that we we could get, that we know we needed. So, I mean, and it's Halloween night, so, So, I mean, hey, man, it was, man, I'm speechless, really, man. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, golly, man, I'm just happy we got the win, man.
Amen.
DaMarcus, what about you?
Oh, man, it's just a huge weight lifted off my shoulders and the whole team's shoulders. I mean, we've stuck together for 7 weeks, and when you struggle like that as a team, 7 weeks can be long without a win. And we've worked our butts off all summer, all season, and just the best thing about it, being a part of this team is, even though things haven't been going our way, we can honestly say we've stuck together through it all, and it's just like he said, I'm kind of speechless. I'm just so glad to get this win. I mean, everything I've just went through with just in a week alone, this is definitely something. This was going to be the only thing that can kind of help me in moving forward and feeling better, and I'm so glad we got it.
Talk about that last drive. I mean, it seemed like everything kind of went you guys' way there at the long run.
Yeah.
Things started rolling.
We had a lot of momentum due to that defense. Whenever the defense and offense and special teams all click as one, I mean, it's always going to be a good night for us as a team in general. And the defense had made a key stop and a key turnover, which they've been playing great D all night, and that really helped motivate the offense and kind of gave us that extra strength we needed to just, get a good drive together. And we understood, hey, our defense is putting their ass on the line and they're making stops. We got to go out and do the same thing, and we all wanted to do it. And I was so glad I was able to make a good run, and there was good blocking, and Jeff made a good run, and we got in the end zone.
Jeff, what were you thinking when you see you going down the sidelines with that?
Oh, man, I was like, go. I'm excited, man. I'm about to rip off my helmet on the field, man. Just when you see your brother be able to succeed, man, and do whatever he possibly can, and he's doing whatever he possibly can for the team, man. Like, man, that's the greatest feeling I ever felt in my life, man. Like I said, man, he had a hard week, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get to really talk to him because I know he had a lot of people in his ear, man, but I knew when he got to the game, man, everything was going to be focused, and he was going to come in and do what he had to do. And, I waited till after the game, I was going to talk to him, let him know. I was just going to let him come out and play his game, stay in his zone, man, and he came out, man, and played like a hero, man. That's what we need from our quarterback.
The first step to getting this win was actually getting a lead. What was the feeling like on the sidelines when you got a lead for the first time in several weeks?
You could tell it, man. You could feel it. You could just, if you was down on the sideline, like, you could feel it. Like, if you can look in our players' face, when from weeks before, you seeing that look in their face every time we go down by 14 or something in this first or second quarter, and seeing that look and that drive in their faces, and them throwing the towels around, jumping and yelling, cheering on for the defense, the offense, everybody up, everybody's on one accord, man. Like I said, it was a blessing tonight, man. God was with us.
What were you thinking when Chad's going down the sidelines there after that block there?
Oh, man, I knew that was going to give us momentum. I knew that was right what we needed. It was right on time, and it was at a significant moment in the game. I knew that, after getting that, something like that, like I said, when everybody is clicking, offense, defenses, and special teams, it can become contagious, man, and there's a lot of success that can come out of it. So when he got that, I understood, like, hey, we have to put it in the end zone. And, the momentum, that momentum, I mean, people don't understand unless you're just really out there on the field, but you feel so much better as an offense coming onto the field after a turnover, an interception, a block kick, block punt, and especially a blocked, field goal, extra point field goal. That's effort. That's all effort right there, because that's supposed to be an easy point. But for him to do that and run that thing all the way down the field, I mean, we knew we had to score, and I was so glad that we were able to do it.
Well, it's a good week for you, a good night for you, especially. Did you feel like you made some progress here over your last game?
It was decent. I mean, like I said, you guys are never going to get out of me. I'm going to always be hard on myself. I missed some key plays. I missed a touchdown to Carlos Harris. That could have put the game out of reach. I had a goofy play. I hope it's not on ESPN, not so top 10 tonight. Just, nothing but green and grass, and could have scored and just fumbled. I don't know how. And then, of course, the fumble on the end zone, I could have just, either got down on the one, I just lowered my shoulder and tried to pull myself in. But, those are definitely things that, I have to continue to work on and get better. And I understand it. It's going to have to be more than me just going out and just playing all hard. I have to make smart decisions and continue to progress and, be a little more consistent. And I'll get there. I really will. I know that I will.
Marcus, what were your emotions like? I mean, it was obviously coming from the first quarter where you had those 2 plays in the red zone to bring the team back in the end, and also the tough week. I mean, how much did that weigh on you, and what was just your emotional state throughout the game?
You know, I mean, I'll connect with you all and be honest and, you know, be just realistic. This is definitely, you know, the hardest week of my life, and I don't say it for anybody's sympathy, but, you know, I mean, I've never went through what I've just went through, and I've been through a lot. So to go through that, you know, I went home and had to bury my best friend and my brother the next day and be pallbearers at both funerals, you know, and speak at both funerals. And it just, you know, it wasn't the best feeling, I can't lie, but I was so connected to those guys that, you know, I understood that this is what they would want me to do. I knew that they would be here. You know, I know that my brother will forever be at every game from here on out. I can feel his spirit just because, you know, that's the kind of relationship and bond that we shared. And you know, the whole plane flight back, you know, when I was on my way back, you know, all I could hear, and I mean this, I wouldn't make it up. You know, both of them, especially my brother, was just telling me, you know, hey, you got 100 brothers depending on you down in North Texas. You know, you still got brothers. And I noticed that, you know, the best thing about brothers is, you know, you go through everything together. You go through the good and the bad. That's what really makes men. That's what really builds that brotherhood, when you struggle together. And that's why he was my brother, because we struggled from, you know, from kids growing up all the way up until now. And then the same way with this team, that's how I could relate it and still feel a piece of my brother with this team, is just because, you know, we've struggled 7 weeks straight. As I said, without a win, 7 weeks can be a long time for a team, especially with everything, all the adversity you're going to face with, you know, losing our coach, to, you know, losing games close, to seeing on film that, dang, we're right there every time. We're missing just, you know, inches shy every time. And, you know, going through all that, like I said, that gave me the momentum I needed. And the only thing that could have made me feel better was just coming home and coming back to Denton and getting a win. You know, after going through a tough week like this was the only thing that could, you know, help me moving forward. And I know my brothers were there.
One more, guys.
Jeffrey, you rushed for 100 yards again this week. What's allowed you to have so much success the past 2 games?
You know, first of all, it got to come from the guy upstairs. You know, you got to make the right call. The lineman, you know, played the ass off. You know, excuse my language, but hey, man, hey, they played the game, man. They played the game how the game was supposed to be played, man. And the quarterback made the right reads, you know, and everything just went from there, you know. So, I mean, hey, I don't look at the stats. I don't pay attention to them really. You know, hey, it is what it is. As long as we on top at the end of the day, hey, that's all that matters to me.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.